Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to make the Jordan skirt. If you have any issue with my pattern or question, don't forget to contact me via Etsy and I will help you. First, let's talk about the fabric. For the main fabric, I chose denim. I definitely advise to go for something a bit stiff and heavyweight, and for the lining, go for something non-stretchy and lightweight. Before the actual sewing part, I would like to talk about top stitches. Like in my last pattern, which was the jean top, in this pattern you will have to make a lot of top stitches. To top stitch, you will have to change your stitch length on your sewing machine. Usually it is a 2.5, but here we're going to go for something bigger like a 3 or a 3.5. You can try and see which one is the best for you, and then you will have to change your sewing machine setting every time you will do a top stitch. Now let's start. First thing, you will need to cut all your pieces. You will have two backs, a front, then you will have the wrap part in the main fabric and in the lining, plus 4 parts for the drawstring. First step is going to make the 4 drawstring. Take one of the piece and fold it in half. Then you're gonna fold the edges inward and then finally you're gonna fold it in half again. You basically created a bias tape. Now you're gonna take one of the end and open one of the edges. Then you're gonna fold the end inward 1 centimeter and then take the already folded edges and keep folding it along the center crease. Then take the unfolded edges and you're gonna tuck it inside the first one. Then top stitch both edges and the end about 2 mm from the edge. The second step is going to sew the darts. You will have 2 darts for the back, 2 darts for the front, plus 1 dart for the wrap in the main fabric and 1 dart for the wrap in the lining fabric. When everything is sewn, you're gonna press the darts toward the sides of the skirt. Before moving on, you can check the length of the skirt and make sure that it's the right one for you. You can compare it to one of the skirts that you already own, for example. Keep in mind that you will have to add a 3 cm waistband and that the skirt is in between a high-waisted and a mid-waisted. Next step is going to sew the wrap part. You're gonna take the drawstring and you're gonna place them on the right sides of the main fabric wrap. The first one should be 1.5 cm from the top and then the second one should be 6 cm from the first. Then you're gonna sew at 5 mm from the edge to secure them onto the main fabric part. Then you're gonna take the lining and the main fabric and you're gonna put them right sides together and you're gonna sew around the entire thing except for the side part. Once that is done, you can shorten all the seam allowance, cut notches in the top part because it's a tiny bit in a curve. Then you're gonna turn your piece over and you're gonna press the seam well. Finish by doing a top stitch in all the edges except for the side one, about 2 mm from the edge. Next step is going to finish all the vertical edges of your skirt. So it's gonna be the side one, the back one, and you're gonna have to do it into the wrap, the front, the back, and the two waistband. Next one, you're gonna take the front piece and you're gonna place the wrap part onto it. You're gonna secure them with clips, and then you're gonna have to mark the position where the drawstring will fall on the other side of the skirt. Then you're gonna place the two other drawstring in this different mark, and you're gonna secure them with a seam at 5 mm from the edge. Now you can place the back pieces onto the top pieces, right sides together, and sew the sides. Last step is going to press the seam open. Next, the waistband. Place the front and back pieces right sides together. Then sew them together. You're gonna have two waistbands exactly the same. Now you can press all the seam open. Place the two pieces right sides together and sew along the top edges, leaving 1 cm unsewn on each end. Then trim the seam allowance and press them open. Place your skirt and waistbands right sides together, aligning the side seam, and then sew them together. Finish the seam allowance with the zigzag stitch or a serger stitch, and then press the seam allowance towards the waistband this time. Now the zipper. Open it and place it on the right side of the fabric. Then you're gonna make sure that the inner part of the waistband is folded so that it doesn't catch into the sewing machine. Then you're gonna make a seam to secure the zipper onto the fabric. Once that's done, you can fold the inner waistband onto the outer one, and then you can attach it to the zipper with the seam. Trim the corner, and then you can turn the waistband inside out and iron it well so that you can have the perfect finish. On the outer waistband, you're gonna have to make two top stitches, one at the top edge and one at the bottom edge, to basically secure the inner and the outer part of the waistband together. Then finally you can sew the parts under the zipper together and then iron the seam allowance open. And lastly, the last part of the skirt is going to make the hem. So try the skirt, make sure that everything is fine, and then sew your hem. And after all these steps, you have a skirt. Hopefully you will like it, of course. I love it, and basically I started making this pattern because I wanted a skirt to go with my jean top that I made in denim, and I feel like it really goes together. I really like it, and I cannot wait to wear it. If you want to leave me a review on Etsy, I will love it, and especially if you post it on social media, don't forget to tag me because I would love to see all your creation. Bye!